Ian Dale clip on LBC, he was talking to Andrew Gold, and Dale just sort of said, "Oh, I just if I hear languages, I just think, oh, what language is that?" Whereas Andrew was saying it's a bit weird that to have his neighborhood completely changed and have no recognizable languages. That is a massive change. You have to be completely mentally ill to think it's a good thing. Like, oh, yeah, do you know what? It's great if our people and language die out. One of the greatest people to have ever lived. Yeah, that's great. I mean, even if we weren't great, you'd be like, why do you want your own people
Yeah.
to? I mean, I said being indifferent to, and in some cases we see even cheering on the destruction of your people and language is evil on an almost unfathomable scale. So I wasn't on the fence there. I think it's evil, but they just haven't recognised how evil and
We
how insane it sounds because
we
they think it's
commit
normal.
cultural suicide, cultricide. I don't even know if that's a word, Nick. Let's call it. Let's
Well,
coin that phrase here. We commit cultricide on a hourly basis now in this country, and most people are accepting of it. And the reason they are is because they've just learned that to question that in any way is going to cause them an embarrassment or a problem that they really don't want to take on. They've got enough problems as it is, and they don't want to fight that fight. Unfortunately, if we don't fight the fight, and this has got nothing to do, as far as I'm concerned, some people might disagree with me, nothing to do with colour of skin, even maybe religion. It's got everything to do with the inherent incumbent culture of the British Isles, which exists and has existed for a millennia. It's been growing for a millennia. I don't care where you came from. I mean, I do now because the numbers are ridiculous. And if you came on a boat and you're in Dover and we have no idea who you are, then I have a massive issue with it because it's causing safety issues for women and children and men across the country. However, it's got nothing to do necessarily with the skin colour and religion. That's how they divide you. If everybody, I've got friends, you've got friends, that English isn't their first language. Culturally, British isn't their first culture, but they have all assimilated in some way, or at least they are trying on a daily, weekly basis. And therefore, there is some enrichment in that because then they can share a little essence of their culture with us. And I have no issue whatsoever. But the respect is always there for the incumbent culture. There's a minute that you've got someone like Iain Dale going, well, so what? So what, Iain? What do you mean, so what? And I said that in my tweet. I said, until I shall keep saying this until I get stabbed to death by one of the multicultural angels. Because that's eventually what's going to happen to all of us. We all just become a victim somehow of what's going on out there. And do you know what? If we don't fight it, and I know I sound vitriolic now, so what? If we don't fight it...
You just said, so what?
So what? I've fallen into the trap. But do you know what? If we don't fight it, we are going to end up in a whole world of pain, irreversible world of pain. And the fear for me right now is that it's already irreversible.
Yeah, that is a fear. A couple of things, Paul. So what? Yeah, that came from Sajid Javid. He said this a while ago. It's even more bizarre for me and Dale, especially. I think. But as for my friends, no, I only have one friend, Paul. He's called Paul, and if we count you, I have two friends called Paul, and they are.
I thought that was it.
So they don't have English. The English is their first language. So just to counter, no, I don't have friends who.
Well-spoken English is my second language, as you know.
Just to counter what you said there, I'm not this citizen of everywhere like you. I'm not swanning around Davos. But and the skin thing, yeah, people want to reduce it to the skin color to try and call you racist. The skin color only matters in the English is a real ethnicity, which people are trying to claim it isn't, and we don't exist. And we happen to be white, as I've said before, because it's a rainy island with not much sun. So it's only important in that English people happen to be white, and the Englishness is what's important.